Court does call the case. People versus Nicholas Bonsonak.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Oh boy.
Claire Lowe, on behalf of the people requesting permission to practice under Michigan Court Rule 8.120 under the supervision of Assistant Prosecutor Alexander.
Any objection?
I've never been asked that. No.
No?
No objection.
No objection. Okay. Permission to practice is granted.
That would be hilarious if I said yes, though.
This said sustained. And we would go.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Bosniak, who should be on Zoom. Mr. Bosniak, please state your name for the record.
Michael
Yeah.
Bosonic III.
Masonic. Okay.
Sonic, sorry.
No, but
Your
gets
Honor,
it right.
We are requesting an adjournment to review discovery. Our office did review that Friday, just needed a little bit of extra time to go over that with our client.
All right. Hang on a second. I've got stuff all over the place. All right. I'll adjourn the matter to June 16th, 2025, 1 p.m. Bond will continue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Court does call the case. People versus, is it Jamoya Byers? Hello, what's your name?
Jamoya Byers.
Ma'am, you are before the court on a complaint that alleges that on or about May 2nd, 2025, at the location of 3000 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you did commit the offense of domestic violence on Darnell Lincoln. Do you understand the nature of that charge, ma'am?
Yeah.
That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days jail, $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. First question I have for you is, do you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes.
All right. This is a public defender case.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Ms. Byers. We'd waive any further reading, stand mute to the charges, Your Honor, and request an additional pretrial date.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be adjourned to June 16th, 2025, 9 a.m. Anything you want to say regarding bond?
Your Honor, I do ask for standard conditions and a personal bond. I did have a chance to briefly speak with Ms. Byers out in the hallway. She indicated that her and the complainant in this case are married. They do not live together, however. So I would ask for a no go to in this case.
Say that again, that last part you said.
Well, since they're not living together, I'm asking for that the court do not enter a no go to. I would ask for
1000 Carpenter Road it's a business, isn't it?
2000 Carpenter Road. Do you know where that is?
You know what that is?
Is that the store?
3000 Carpenter Road.
And given that they are married, Your Honor, I don't know any of the facts of this case. I would ask the court consider no non-consensual contact.
Your Honor,
Yes.
on behalf of people, on the police report, it has her address as one in Ann Arbor. His address is a location in Taylor, Michigan. So I
Don't believe that there. It's like Kroger, isn't it?
It's the gas station at the corner of Pepper and Carpenter.
It's the Speedway.
correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. All right, what I will do is I'll set the defendant's bond at $10,000 personal recognizance bond. I will order standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or any possession of any weapons. There is also to be no use of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. You understand all that, ma'am? I'm also going to indicate that you are to submit to random drug testing. You're not, as indicated, to possess any alcohol or illegal drugs or recreational marijuana. You're not to leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. I will indicate also that you are not to possess, as I've indicated, any firearm, ammunition, or other dangerous weapon or anything fashioned to be a weapon. You're not to assault, terrorize, frighten, intimidate, threaten, harass, molest, or stalk anyone. I'm not going to order no non-consensual contact. I'm going to indicate that I'll order no contact with Darnell Lincoln. except with a civil standby with the police. You're not to have or attempt to have any direct or indirect contact with that named individual in person or through others. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
You also cannot have contact by electronic communication, including but not limited to phone, email, texting, internet, or social media, or refer to that person listed, which is Arnell Lincoln, online in any form. You understand that?
Yes.
I think that no contact is going to have to be his address. I will order no contact, so,
Your Honor, would that be a no-go too?
I mean, no go to, I'm sorry. Do you have that address or?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Ma'am, I'm gonna prohibit you from going to that location. You understand that?
Okay.
That is not your home address. I don't need to give you that. You're not to violate any criminal law. You're to personally appear at all court hearings or other places as directed by the court. You understand all of that, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does call the case versus Marquand. Is it Gracie?
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Grace. Mr. Grace, please state your name for the record.
Marquand Q. Gracie.
Grace. You know, we are requesting an adjournment. We're doing a little bit of investigation. The 16th should be okay.
Without objection, this matter will be adjourned June 16, 2025. Now, bond continue.
Thanks.
Thank you. Court does call the case People versus Shaquille Lloyd.
Carla, on behalf of the people.
Oh, he's on Zoom. Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Lloyd. Mr. Lloyd, please state your name for the record.
Jaquil Elijah Lloyd.
All right.
Your Honor, we are requesting an adjournment of the pretrial to review the media discovery on this case.
Matter will be adjourned June 16, 2025, 9 a.m. or 1 p.m., excuse me. Bond with its conditions will continue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Talking.
Court does call the case People versus Travis Oliver.
Yes, you can leave, Mr. Lloyd. Okay.
Ally's on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Oliver.
Your name, sir?
Travis Oliver.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for sentencing. Ms. Pate and Mr. Oliver did review the pre-sentence report and do not have any additions, deletions, or additions, with the exception of that his driver's license starts with an O and not a W. So we wanted to make sure that that was correct, but other than that, no changes. And we ask that you adopt probation's recommendation.
Mr. Oliver, is there anything you want to say to the court before I impose sentence?
No, sir.
It is the sentence of the court. I'm going to place you on 12 months prosecutor deferred sentence. You're to pay $555 fines and court costs, $360 probation oversight fees. When can you get that paid, sir?
Few months.
Do you have anything that you can pay on this today?
Yes, I could put 50 to it today.
$50 today. The balance will be due. Balance will be due by July 31st, 2025. There's to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as directed by probation. You're to complete an anger management program as directed by probation. There's to be no contact with Carolina Eliste, no going to the residence or employment of that individual, no assaultive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. You're not to possess any weapons, firearms, ammunition, or anything fashioned to be a weapon. I'll set a review hearing that's to be held September 8th, 2025, 1 p.m. I'll order 93 days in jail. Credit 3, balance is suspended. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls the cases of the People versus Anthony Randolph.
Carla, on behalf.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Randolph. Mr. Randolph, please state your name for the record.
Anthony Randolph.
All right.
Here's Claire on behalf of probation. Mr. Randolph is scheduled for review hearing for 2 cases, one being a probation case, another that along with the probation case as he owes fines and costs in that matter. Your Honor, Mr. Randolph was last before the court with a review. At that time, he was trying to find stable employment. He has found another job and he's working at a cafe in Ohio. It did conflict with what job he was working at Amazon, so he is only currently working one job, only part-time. Mr. Randolph, I did speak with him about making a payment. He made his last payment in March. In the probation case, Your Honor, I looked at the balance and dividing that up into equal payments, equal monthly installments. I'm asking that Mr. Randolph make a $200 payment on or before today, then $200 bi-weekly, beginning June 20th, 2025. That he continue all other terms as previously ordered, with the final review hearing being set August 18th, 2025. Probation is aware that that payment might be a little steep for Mr. Randolph. However, I took the ending of his probation date and assessed that. Mr. Randolph, I believe he knows that he's got to get me updated income or proof of income so the court could assess that. And so I need to have that. As far as this other case that's before the court, he's made no payments on that. And so the court can keep that into consideration.
Yeah, we have no objection to that recommendation. I did speak with Mr. Randolph. However, he believes he can make that payment. He just, I don't think he gets paid until Friday. So he's asking until Friday to make that initial $200 payment.
All right, Mr. Randolph, anything you want to say?
No, Your Honor, I believe that this month I should have 3 pay periods that fall in between now and rent. So I should be able to get myself caught up, if not ahead on that pay plan, before I have to, devote that first month of June to rent. So I should be all right with that.
I'm going to order on the case ending in 843 that the defendant is to pay $200 on or before June 6, 2025, then $200 bi-weekly beginning June 20th, 2025. Continue all terms as previously ordered. I'll set a final review hearing August 18th, 2025 at 1 p.m. I will adjourn his other case then to that August 18th, 2025 at 1 p.m. And hopefully he will have paid, and then we have to figure out what we're going to do on a payment plan on your other case. All right?
Sounds good, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court does call the case People versus Zia Combs.
Teresa Claire on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Mr. Combs was scheduled before the court for a review hearing. He is fully compliant with the terms ordered by the court. I did make the appearance. Probation is recommending that all conditions continue as previously ordered, with the final review hearing being set September 8th, 2025 at 1.
All right. I will, hearing no objection, I'll continue all terms as previously ordered. I'll set his final review hearing September 8th, 2025, 1 p.m.